Okay. All right, are we streaming? Are we live? Guys, I think we are live, so if we can have a little bit of chill in the, you can talk gently amongst yourselves. Can someone just verify, can you see that is streaming?
Looks like a good live. Yeah.
And the posters haven't fallen down?
No.
Okay, and audio looks okay? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, sorry about people joining the wrong stream. I've got to learn how to do this one day. All right, I'm just checking. I'm just getting my comments up, and then we'll start the stream properly. Oh yeah, we're looking all right. Okay, so hopefully everybody who was waiting for that other stream are going to. Just chill for a moment. Right. Okay. Hi, Steve Powell. Okay, it's working. We're good. So we need to get everybody from the other stream across, because I know there's a lot of people. Okay. So, all right. Just treading water just for a moment, everybody, as we're going live. I'll be bringing my first guest on in a moment. Okay, Edna's Disco Machine saying all working, great quality too. That's what we want to hear. Okay, that's great. Okay, fabulous. So, as promised, welcome everybody to the Gaz Williams Show. I'm coming live from Superbooth, from Fairs. This is the day before the show begins. The show is starting tomorrow. This is a little sneak preview, and I've got some lovely guests going to be joining me. My first guest is such an honour and a pleasure for him to join me on my show. I think it's the first time actually on my show. I've been a guest on his show many years ago, and we've been friends for quite a while now. We've met on many occasions. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring in Mr. Bo Beats. Give it on. Hey, Bo.
Hi, good seeing you.
Good seeing you too. You just arrived, or you just got into Berlin?
I got in yesterday.
Yesterday.
I like to have some time to just wind down and see Berlin. And
yeah, what a city.
yeah, it's lovely. It's awesome. It's also so nice to be out and just meeting people again.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, it's so fun. Just feeling, and the city has really like come to life again. It's really good seeing.
It's I mean, you know, it's for people who haven't been to Berlin, you really have to come to this city.
Yeah.
It really is truly a terrific place. So, Bo, let's talk about Superbooth. That's what we're here to talk about. So, you're going to be making content, hopefully.
Yeah, sure.
Any live streams, or is this going to be content that you make and edit and then upload?
I'll probably do like last year. I did more of a little bit of a tour of the event and some highlights, some of the stuff that I found most exciting. I'm going to be doing some giveaways here at the event. So if there's anybody watching who's coming and is a fan of the channel, or you know,
is this Bo Beats merch?
No, I got a bag full of Sims with me.
A bag full of Sims?
Wow! I thought it was like a fun idea just to do something. Feels like we're all been through kind of a rough patch these last few years. So yeah, I had a couple of Sims laying around, which many of us do. So I thought, you know, why send them out with the post? Why not like try and meet people and give some of them away?
Wow! So what will people have to do? They come up and find you?
Yeah, come up and find me, and we'll see if we can sort something out.
Wow!
I don't want to
run it away.
I don't know. I don't want to oversell it. Like it's just a fun thing.
Yeah, wow, great. So, lots of leaks have happened. We know about a bunch of things so far. What are you most excited about checking out?
Funnily enough, like the new sequential, if it's here, or the overhang, if it's here, that one would be really interesting to see. It's surprising because I'm not a...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah?
Bad sound. Mic's not working. Getting room audio. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Okay, let's see.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. It wouldn't be my show if it wasn't kind of riddled with kind of a cock-up. So yeah, that's all right. Hopefully, way better. We're there. Thank you, chatties. My lovely, blessed. We've got a wonderful community.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Lovely
that's
people.
Awesome.
I'm sure there's lots of familiar names you'll see flying past there.
Absolutely.
So we can see comments. So questions are welcome from everybody. So right.
So
So,
the Oberheim, I'm quite excited just to, if it's here. I've heard rumors that it's here. I want to just test it. I'm not known to be like a classic synth guy, you know, but it's still exciting. It's one of those probably unattainable synths, you know, so it might be one of my only opportunities to test it also.
Right, okay, yeah, because I mean, I think from what we've heard, is it going to be around a £5,000 price point?
Yeah, something like that. So
however, it is a thoroughbred Oberheim, and how
so
great.
looking forward to that one. There's a couple of Eurorack modules. Definitely want to see, I think it was Winter Modular, and sorry for forgetting the other company that they're working with. They're doing this really cool, like one voice rhythmic Eurorack module that I featured last year. But yeah, it's I'm really looking forward to how it's going with that one, because it's not out yet, but I think they're getting ready to get it out there.
So you've got a few years on me on your Eurorack journey. I'm just in my second year, more or less now.
Yeah, but I'm still really I feel like a total beginner, to be honest.
Okay,
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
But however, it is quite a compelling format, isn't it? And one of the things, I mean, Superbooth, I guess its origins really was as a kind of Eurorack focused event. But as we know, it's much, much more than that. So there are plenty of Eurorack here, and probably is still
massive amounts.
Massive amounts.
Yeah.
But there's going to be lots of other things as well. And I think one of the things about Superbooth that makes it really special, though, is that it is a showcase of all that's new and interesting in music technology.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're heading off to see Oberheim. Anything else?
Really looking forward also to see the updates on the Percon. I think that's the name, the Erica Synths drum machine.
Yeah.
I was really floored by it last time.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, those who follow my channel know that I'm very big into like drum machines and groove boxes and machines that you can do like a full beat on, basically. Now, it's not an entire groove box, but there was some promising features on it to make it more than just a drum machine.
There was a performance around in the bungalow area last time, and where it was kind of a Percons driven. And that thing was a nosebleeder if ever I heard.
Yeah, it was. And it's fun because 2019, Superbooth, we had the Pulsar 23 that kind of blew us away.
Yeah.
And 2021 we had the Percons. So it's a fun like follow up, and it's gonna be interesting seeing. I know they've made some changes to it, so it's just good seeing it in. I think it's you can pre-order it now, so it should be getting closer to release.
Erica Synths are an incredibly impressive company. They've got the new Syntrix, the Mark II, which looks really good in a sort of more of a black, which we kind of associate Erica Synths with more black synths, really. So that looks really cool. And of course, is it the LXR2?
The LXR, the drum machine.
The drum machine in Eurorack format.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, so that's going to be showing here as well. So, as always, Erica Synths, who are just the most prolific company.
They always have a lot of stuff.
Incredible.
Do you have anything that you're particularly excited about?
Oh, God. Well, I'm only here for one day tomorrow, and I've got to fly back. I've got to go on tour. So I'm playing in Nottingham Rock City on Saturday, which is a big gig. So I've got to kind of make sure that I don't party too hard on Thursday, which I've done it before at Superbooth. Stayed up all night, phone went flat, found my way back to my hotel room, crashed out on the bed before I even put the phone on to charge, then woke up in the afternoon somewhere like, where am I? Oh my God! Ah! Missed my flight.
Me and the other guys, we want to know how you manage. Like, I've been in Berlin for one day and the event haven't started. I'm already tired.
I've been here since Sunday and I've been partying. Yeah, and I was on a boat all day on Monday. My nose is seriously burnt at the moment. Had a fantastic day going around, cruising around on a boat. Yeah, drinking. Quite a lot, and get like, well, sun cream, what's that? Don't even think about stuff like that. But
I have to mention while I'm here doing some self promotion here on Saturday. So you won't be here for it, but on Saturday at 1
p.m.
Yep.
by the circus tent. So if you're here, you will know where the circus tent is. We're doing a meetup, so it's like a synth YouTuber gathering. So I think Cuckoo will be there, Jorb will be there, Liam will be there,
Wow.
a bunch of others.
Yeah. Myla?
Aura Music.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to come, like it's meant for the viewers, the fans, to come swing by. So it's 1 p.m. on Saturday by the circus tent.
Okay. So sadly, one thing that's not happening this year at Superbooth is there's no official live Superbooth streaming, which is a little bit of a shame. However, Sonic State is the place for the live streaming. They're going to do daily streams at the regular Sonic talk time. So that would be 5 p.m. Central European time, 4 p.m. British summertime. So make sure you keep tuned to that. And of course, those guys are going to be beavering away trying to get all of the latest edited stuff out as soon as possible. Yeah. So yeah.
That's awesome.
But I suppose, but you're going to sort of be a little bit more philosophical, wander around, take your time, and then so people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm here to test a few things. I'm mostly here for the people. I want to meet, the minds behind the products.
Yeah.
And also just connecting with the people that might watch my channel, or just really fun meeting other synth enthusiasts. It's like, for me, it's personally like, I feel like such a nerd, but this is the highlight for me every year.
Me
just
too.
being able to go here and geek out for a couple of days. Where I live, there's not that many people to talk about it, sadly. So
it's so nice. We've got license to be as nerdy as possible, and people lap it up.
And I love that. I love that I can talk to anybody, and I can just ask them, like, tell me about your setup, and off they go.
Yeah.
You're like, they'll tell you every detail.
Yeah.
Somebody cares about my synth setup, but yeah, totally. No, I think it's so fun.
Okay, Wagyu, can you click on the 3 dots for name and add moderator? Okay, thank you, Wagyu. Let me do that.
And add moderator, yeah.
Wagyu, what a hero. Fantastic, thank you so much. Okay, hoping, I've not, sorry, chat's been flying past. So stick with us, because we're going to be streaming for roughly an hour or so, and I can see I've got a couple of guests waiting in the wings. I'm going to wave to them, fantastic guests, and of course, the man himself, the man of the moment, Andreas Schneider, will be joining us. I mean, he's doing everything at the moment, running around, so the fact he's going to spare a few minutes for us will be really good. So we'll keep an eye out for him. So okay then, Bo, I think I will say thank you very much for joining me.
Yeah.
We'll see you around till tomorrow, and then
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on.
Oh, my pleasure.
And make sure everybody to follow the Sonic State live streams and all the updates from the event. It's going to be intense.
Will it be anything with the YouTuber hookup then on Saturday? Will any of that be streamed at all?
I don't think so. I think it's going to be more informal, just kind of hang out.
Just
a gathering, just hang out. Just just check. You can check my Instagram, for example. There'll probably be some updates about it. But the idea is just to kind of meet up, get a chance to talk to some of the YouTubers that are here, get the chance to talk to the audience, and just a nice little thing that we're testing out. I think it's the first year we're ever doing something like it. So, but it's super informal, super casual, because also people are very respectful. They don't want to come up and like disturb you while you're filming something by a booth. So it's a good opportunity to kind of like just hang out and just say hi to people. If you see somebody, like I know all of the other guys and girls who are here doing YouTube stuff, they're always very appreciative if somebody comes up and say hi. So.
Yeah, no, it's really lovely. And just to reiterate that, really, we're so blessed to have such a wonderful international community. And this is a very international event as well. And, amazing. Long may it rain, wow. Absolutely. Not rain, no, it's gonna stay sunny, stay sunny. No rain.
Yeah, well, thank you, Gaz.
Yeah.
And
thanks, Bob.
I'll leave this.
Yeah, okay. Woohoo! Thanks, Bob. Okay. Mr. Paul Worthington.
Shall I slip in?
Slip in.
Slip
on in.
Slippery.
Our next guest,
Hello.
Mr. Paul Worthington.
Worthington.
Whittington.
Yes.
Paul Whittington.
Yes.
Not Worthington.
No.
That's someone else entirely different.
As in Dick Whittington and his cat.
Yes, of course it is. Sorry.
That's it, sir.
Paul, of course, is of PWM and PWM.
Oh, look, Ellie's on. That's my daughter.
Oh, no way, that's my dad.
Hi, Ellie.
All right. So, Paul, this is your second Superbooth.
Yeah, we launched last year in the December one, so
The Malevolent.
yeah, it was mad.
Yeah.
And it was really, really nice, really well received, and everyone out there was really great about it, and lots of excitement, and yeah, it's gone really well since.
So you're here with the Malevolent again.
Yes.
And with a new.
Oh, I couldn't possibly.
No.
Oh no.
No, the
Wait,
end cheeks.
You're going for the wooden thing.
The wooden thing, is that?
Yeah. So we've made a thing. So
Thing.
we're distributed by Hyperactive, and they've very kindly manufactured some wooden end pieces that magnetise,
Yep.
just clip on, and you can have a rack of Euro.
Okay,
I'm
keep
waving
the-
this around.
yeah, keep
sorry,
the mic.
sorry everyone. And you can have a rack of modules above
Yep.
it, and then you can patch in and out. So we'll have that. We'll show that, and people can come and play with it, and
Right.
just have a load of fun with it. And
Okay,
just see what
so I mean
naughty
that's
now
one of the
does.
things about the Malevolent then is like
Yeah.
it's a standalone semi-modular synth, but with lots of patch points. So then it being able to essentially have a load of modular.
Yeah, we didn't shout about it last time, but it basically is 19 inches across if you take the ends off, so it's absolutely ideal to put a rack across. And then it was always designed to be kind of offer the basic tools. It's got some great oscillators, got a filter, you know, but that you can then add to it. So it's a footstep, a sort of stepping stone into modular, if you like. So
Yeah,
I
nice.
encourage people to
And also,
go down that slippery, expensive slope.
there's something else which you refuse to tell me any information about whatsoever. We were out last night. We were out until what?
Yeah.
2:30 in the morning. Oh, actually, your daughter's on. I shouldn't really
I
tell
thought
her.
it was about 3 a.m.
It was about 3 a.m. But I gotta be honest. Waiting in the wings as the next guest is another of my late night buddies. we're terrible.
Another reprobate.
A reprobate. So I should keep him a secret just for the moment.
Okay,
But
okay.
but yeah, we were out last night, and try as I might, I couldn't get any information out of Paul at all. But
So yeah, what we want to really show this time, it's too early in a way. It's because the timescale has just been compressed a little bit, essentially 9 months. But we have a working, what I call Frankenstein board. So it is a new synth laid out on PCBs. We're going to drive it from some random little keyboard. I've just built some presets on it, so all I'm going to let people do is hear it. So you can just hear a few sounds. So if you slip by, you can see. But it's basically making the point that, yeah, we've done Malevolent, but we're already on to product 2, we've got product 3 coming. You know, we want to just show everyone that we're building new stuff and that we are, going to be quite a big company is my ambition. So,
okay.
That's,
Right.
yeah. So this is I can tell you it's a hybrid.
a hybrid. Okay.
Yes.
And are you? I mean, because the Malevolent's kind of certainly priced in that affordable sort of price range. Are you kind of Is that something? Are you kind of moving more up market?
This one's
or
going to be
staying-
a bit more up.
A bit more up market.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But that's all you can tell
That's
us
all
right
I'm
now.
going to tell you now. But you're going to come
Okay.
round,
I'll
aren't you,
come
and do a
round
piece.
and we can have a little listen.
And then I'll
So-
tell you a couple more things then. But
Okay.
I'm just starting very. I'm so excited. I really want to sort of play it and get it heard. But you know what it's like when manufacturers go, oh, here's the news, and then it doesn't appear for months and months.
Right.
So I do want to make it clear that we're in development still, and
Yeah.
it's going to take a little bit of time yet. But
Okay, so I mean, last time you were here, you were working the booth the whole time, so you
Yeah.
couldn't get away to have a look around anywhere else. This
Not
time
really.
you've got someone to help you?
Yeah, so Hyperactive are hosting.
Right.
So we're there in the tent. I think it's a W400. You have to look on my website to find the tent. But we've got ESI in there and us and PWM. So we've got 2 people from Hyperactive there. We've got a tea making facility and
Okay.
little coffee cups with
And-
PWM on and stuff. And
Coffee
Yeah,
cups.
yeah.
Okay.
yeah, and we've got DJ Zardonic coming down to
Zardonic.
do some live.
Oh, that'll be fun.
He'll play some of his music and like improvise over the top with Malevolent. So that's going to be
Okay.
quite.
Does he
fun
have a
too.
Malevolent?
He does, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was a huge fan last year. He was
Yeah.
like straight over to it, and he saw
Right.
it last year and just couldn't get enough of it. So
Okay.
we just became fast friends, and
Nice.
he's been messaging me ever since. He goes, "Can I come and do something? Can I come and be?"
Okay.
So it's like, "Yeah, come on then, come down
Alright.
and play some stuff." And
But are
yeah.
you now going to then be able to get out around and have a look around at all?
Well, I hope so. I've got a lot of meetings, but hopefully I'll be able to
Yeah.
get out and go around and see a few other things. So any recommendations, I'll or anybody out there, I'll take and I'll go and have a look at some stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
That'd be good.
So the format this year is slightly different from last year, which was slightly different from previous years in that due to the pandemic, there was a lot of stuff that was outdoors last year. This year, even more is outdoors. And I think that personally, I've always loved this kind of festival feeling that that Superbooth brings. And this year, I think it's even because the stages now. There's going to be 2 stages.
Yeah, there's the beach stage by where we are, and also some food stuff there. So it'd be quite nice if Zardonic's playing a bit, and you can just get a wurst and stand on a beer, obviously.
Yeah, great.
There's plenty of that. It always feels more like a festival than the NAMM show and stuff like that, which is more kind of closed in. This is much freer and laid back. And
it feels right for the city, though. Berlin is that kind of place.
It's a Berlin show. It's got a Berlin vibe. It's cool.
Well, Paul, I know I've got some more guests to bring on, so I shall have to say
thank you for the honour
much.
of sticking me in after Mr. Bo Beats and everything like that. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
but I've
great.
got to go back to the booth now and carry on building
Go
it.
building it.
I've left them all there to do it by themselves, so I better get back. But cheers, guys.
Okay, thanks, Paul.
All right.
Thanks very much. Great. Cheers.
See you later. Bye, everyone.
Hey! Cool. Okay, so my next guest is my party. I don't know. Well, he's got other qualifying sort of other qualities as well. But we've had some fantastic, really great late night hangouts, and I was so delighted that he's made the trip across the Atlantic. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Richard Nicol from Pittsburgh Modular. Yes.
Hello, Gaz.
Hello, man.
Oh,
So nice that you're here.
it's so wonderful to see you.
Yeah, you too. It's great.
It really is.
So those times, those late night hangouts at Seabase until whatever, 5?
Oh, that's not important.
No, I'm joking. But, so interesting times with Pittsburgh Modular has changed quite a lot in recent years, you know, and kind of merging into or diverging into 2 different kind of product lines, or working with Create Audio and then the Pittsburgh Modular. Can you just explain a little bit about what's going on there? Then?
I think there's a lot of confusion out there. People are, some of them think we've kind of lost our minds a little bit, and they think that maybe Create's sucking our life source out of us. But the fact of the matter is, Create Audio are fantastic, and they bring so much to the table that they sort of complete Pittsburgh Modular. They had all the back end already organized where we didn't have any of that. They can make instruments. Where we can make a few, they can make a lot. So it gives us an opportunity to get our products out to as many artists as we can. And we started small. We started with the Captain Big O oscillator.
Beast oscillator.
It's a great sounding oscillator.
is.
And then we've moved on, and we have the East Beast here. We're showing at Superbooth, and those are all Create products, but they're designed by Pittsburgh Modular. Really, the brand on it is secondary to the sound. There's never any compromises on the sound, and the East Beast, as an example, is almost like a greatest hits of these circuits that we've been manipulating for the 10 years and taking them. A lot of them have been taken from the SV1, but even that, we've shaped them a little bit, because we kind of think of Create as like a hot rod. We want to sort of have, you get it and you're like, oh, it's this little thing. I see it's a monosynth, or it's just an oscillator. But then you look at it and you dig in, you go, oh wait, this oscillator has a wave folder, and you can process external audio with it. And it has a CV, or it has an overdrive CV. And the East Beast, oh wait, it's a MIDI controller too, and oh wait, it has CV out, so I can control other stuff with just the sequencer, and then use the synth voice for something else, or because it has the full patch bay, break it apart completely and use just the oscillator in your Eurorack and just the filter. So we want to make them like hot rods, where you think initially maybe, oh, that's nice, but no, these are beasts of an instrument. And then that allows Pittsburgh, and we haven't done an instrument in a while, and I think that's where some of the confusion comes from. But we have quite a bit in the pipeline, one that should be sooner than later, and what we're trying to do with Pittsburgh now is, because we have the backing of Create and the help with all that, we are pushing the limits of synthesis. Wow. We're really digging into research, and we're really, everything that we think we can do this. And let's reimagine everything as far as how far can we push these circuits? Let's develop new circuits with new ideas. So Pittsburgh is really becoming the research side of things. And we have some amazing stuff and bigger stuff. We want the Pittsburgh stuff. Like the SV1 was 48 HB, you know, we have things that are 60, 90, you know, big.
Big. So, I mean, I should just clarify though, Create, really affordable, like kind of bring in like the nifty case or the nifty bundle. I mean, there's some of the best kind of bargains in Eurorack, if you can call it a bargain, but certainly super affordable. And and the Captain Big O oscillator, for instance, I mean, what does that retail at? That's sort of,
I think it's $199, $149.
Right.
I can't remember. They don't tell me.
Right. No, but I mean, but you're getting like super quality for, you know, way cheaper than you'd perhaps expect. And so that brand and the Create, then even though they're kind of sort of affordable, there's no compromise on the kind of sound quality. These are kind of, you know, hefty sounding. Well, certainly the Captain Big O's a hell of a hefty sounding oscillator. So you possibly have got something to show us then?
I did bring East Beast. I thought I don't know if you've seen it in person. Oh, you did.
Yeah,
you stopped by earlier.
Yeah.
But I brought this to show, and just to show how small and how portable it is. It's pretty light.
And you told me about the casing being inspired by.
Yes, this is. I'm sort of fascinated with old Atari and that type of thing. So the front is an homage to the Atari 2600.
2600.
Yes.
Nice.
So if you get a wood vinyl sticker, you can put it on there, and you're on the way.
Yeah. Nice. So let's just feel this now. So this is, it's like a standalone, but Eurorackable.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
It's a Eurorack in a standalone plastic enclosure.
Okay, great. And so what are we looking at then? It's a sort of, it's like a, we've got a keyboard here. So is there clock? So can we sequence from here?
It does have a built-in sequencer arpeggiator, so you can tap in a sequence, or you can create it using an arpeggiator. You can use a MIDI keyboard to do it as well, if you wanted. And then you can sort of jump between sequencer and arpeggiator. So if you have an arpeggiation running and you're like, I love this, but I wish it had a rest at the end and then another note, we just switch to sequencer mode and add them. And then you can go ahead and save that.
Oh, okay.
And you can save up to 13, so you can chain, you know, a set together. You can then use that, keep it all in the box.
Yeah, it's and this beautiful color scheme then. So this kind of color scheme and these controls now, we've seen this on the new Pittsburgh modular products as well. So you told me a little bit about these colored inserts. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I had the absolute nerd dream. During lockdown, I was able to design my own knobs, which is like the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
And so I designed a set of knobs. There's 4 different sizes. And the beauty about, and they have the soft touch rubber on the sides.
They feel lovely.
The insets, and this is what makes them really great for what we haven't planned for them, is that the insets can be any color we want per product. So we can have the colors all match, and we're not picking from 4 or 5 colors that the manufacturer decided are the ones that you would want. So each product, you know, we pick a Pantone color, and that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, they really do match the graphics on the, and actually, you know, they bring in a splash of color into modular is it's actually quite unusual, isn't it? There's not a lot. I mean, there's the Dreadbox that did it with their chromatic range, but there's not a lot of color. I think so. We want color, so this is great.
I kind of think of it as, and I did the same thing with our Safari line, the limited sort of lab modules that I've been doing. And the idea is I kind of think of them now as guitar pedals, where just add some fun to in this case, an incomplete instrument, but with the modules, just add some fun to them. It doesn't have to be as serious. And Pittsburgh has been, we've made very serious looking products in the past. But I feel like at this point, I'm sort of a silly person, and I felt it was more important to share some of my personality with the instruments than to take it very seriously. And you can still make the same music, and they sound just as good, but hopefully they stand out a little bit.
Yeah. So let's just look at a few of the kind of things on here then, because it says PGH filter. So this filter has got quite some heritage with you then, hasn't it?
That's the Pittsburgh Filter is the first circuit that Michael Johnson and I worked on together. Michael Johnson is our analog engineer. I met him when I took a circuit bending class at the local school, and he was the teacher, and he taught me how to solder, and that was sort of the spark. So years later, when I came to him and I said, hey, I have this idea, can you help me with it? It really became, that's the first step towards this wonderful partnership we've had now for 10 years. And so to have it in a synthesizer that is really affordable and really available to as many people as would be interested really makes me happy, because that's always been my goal. Even when I started Pittsburgh Modular, the first system I did, the idea was, let's put a system of your rack together to get that barrier of entry into what we love so much, get it down so more people can join us in this. And this is just an extension of that.
Okay, so I mean, is this, how close is this to kind of shipping then?
It's a couple weeks away from shipping. We are taking pre-orders now. And by a couple weeks, I really mean just a couple weeks.
Okay.
It's, they're in shipping containers now, on their way.
Okay, and do we know what it's going to cost?
$249 US.
Okay, wow, great. So I mean, so as you say, I mean, this could just be like a complete standalone voice. It's a standalone product, but it also plays well, can sit in your rack as well. Where do you kind of see it? I mean, there's a reasonable amount of patchability here. Is this? I kind of want to ask: are there going to be maybe more in this format, or can you hint at it, or am I digging too hard?
You can dig it. Here's what I'll tell you. This is the East Beast. It's an East Coast analog synthesizer.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Sorry, a question from the audience.
Yeah.
Is that important in Europe with East and West? With a view from America, is that still relevant to divide into East and West? Because we just have these fucking conflicts.
I don't know if we went that deep with it.
Okay, good.
Well,
Sorry to disturb.
no, but I think we might need to wish you well
I think so.
and bring in our next guest now, because I know our next guest, his time is certainly kind of a little precious at the moment.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I hope to see you later this evening.
We sure will. Thanks so much.
What I don't want to miss, I was not yet even introduced, but I don't want to miss to say that he was one of the first guys where we was drunk in Superbooth, I don't know which one, but outdoors here in the foyer, we're having a typewriter for you, and I want you to please write down the best story of Superbooth on one of these typewriters and pin it to these walls that are left empty.
Wow, that's awesome.
Okay,
cool.
you do that?
Awesome. Yes, I will.
And
It's an honor.
super, thank you. That's, by the way, that's important for all our guests,
Come on.
and also for you, you know?
I will.
Yeah.
Well, if you haven't already guessed, Mr. Andreas Schneider has blessed us with his company. Thank you so much, Andreas, for taking time out.
Well, I'm late, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I, they wasn't ready with the exhibition, and so I had to improvise a bit, but
Yeah.
fine.
So, Superbooth 22, we're here.
Yes, I wonder myself. But it seems like if there's a God, he's my friend, you know?
Ah, yeah.
And
Weather, beautiful.
wonderful, and especially the rain and the night before the event, covering the dust with a bit of, you know, it's better for the atmosphere. That's why I ordered this, you know?
Okay, you've got a good thing going on with the. Yeah, okay.
Seems like. Yeah.
So, Andreas, Superbooth 2022. Superbooth 2021 was this new
Concept, yes.
concept. Oh, I'm just seeing. Hang on, what's going on with the stream? I think. One moment. Just. Okay, I think it might be all right.
Yes.
It might just be going a bit funny there. Yeah. Moving things outdoors.
Yes.
More outdoors
Yes.
this year. And also the
It
big,
was last year. It was thought because of Corona
Yeah.
that we are outdoors and that we can at least meet because this was impossible. I sometimes say last year Superbooth 21 was the most expensive party of my life, but in the end it was a good choice to say, okay, we need not every exhibitor next to the other, but we need places where we can talk because that's why we're doing it.
oh,
You have hope that we're still online?
yeah, it's been fine up until now. Let me just see if everything is.
That's my bad influence, you know. I'm more the typewriter guy, and then the internet disappears.
Let's see. So I might. Just
Here's a
be-
picture of
Oh yeah.
earlier.
Oh. If any of the chatties can tell us if we are still streaming, it's all good.
Cool.
Thanks.
Yes, anyway, last year was a bit expensive and we've been in a down, but we said we give full energy to take it back to something like to make it survive. And luckily, this really happens now. And it's wonderful.
Yeah. So, inspired by last year's event, then more things outside, more outdoor music as well. So
Yes.
it's more like a festival than it's been before.
Yes, and it's more open also to genre crossover instrument things. You know, we opened this guitar special corner. It was the idea to have a guitar show already 3 or 4 years ago. Because, you know, making a trade show once a year and then having the spaces and rent everything over the full year and having all the stuff and the tables and the staff and the, we thought sooner or later we need a second thing. And there was a good guitar show in Berlin that disappeared. So we said, hey, we would like to get ahead with it. And then Corona happens, impossible. And then it got lost. And now we're doing it with only a very few guitar players because the guitar world cannot imagine to stay to be on. But in the end, it's super because now we have the selected guitar makers from around the corner, and we have those guitar makers who are not just something between Fender and Gibson, but who are thinking the guitar new, like not saying we don't need an instrument with 6 strings and 1 pickup. We need an instrument with 1 string and 6 pickups, or with something else than just the Baroque 12-tone scale, you know?
Okay.
Taking it apart from just being the 35th cover of Eddie Van Halen, you know?
Yeah. Well, that fits into the kind of Superbooth ethos really, of innovation, creativity. This is
Yeah,
something.
and in the end, you was one of the pioneers where I said, okay, ignore the problems keyboarders and modulars have with string instruments. Let Gaz Williams play his bass guitar together with Charles, you know? And we made this even more professional for Superbooth 22. Put a Rhodes there and put the amps there. And it's the session stage, and there's already quite prominent guys who was inquiring shortly before the show where the manager called me and said, oh, by the way, my buddy could pop up. Can he do something? I said, sorry, the program is done, but call Charles. Perhaps he let them on stage to perform.
So
we'll see what happens, you know?
Well, I'm going to play then tomorrow morning, I think.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, what time?
Well, it's 10 o'clock, I think.
Okay, I will be there.
Yeah. So yeah, I brought a pedal with me. I've been programming some pretty horrible ring moddy sounds, so I'm really excited to unleash that on everyone.
Okay, welcome. I also brought a few more, like a wah-wah and a few more pedals.
Oh, okay.
For if people want to have something.
Great. Wow, so Superbooth then is just becoming a broader, more exciting. Can it get any more exciting?
Yes, you know, in the end, we would like to open it up for those who are not into techno and modular only. You know, that's what already proceeded. And the first artist tonight is playing a vibraphone and a clarinet on stage. Okay. She's from Ukraine, and this is the respect against Ukraine, because there's also reasons why we didn't take the hall this year. There's reasons why we will not use the seaside stage, and this has something to do with a war next door. And then we have a wonderful guitar player that's also a very old Berliner, and then we have Talk with Techno. So we have the three things tonight as a little teaser to let the people understand the variety.
Oh, nice.
And then there's plenty of marketing managers from bigger companies that never exhibited here, like Neumann or whatever, and they want to have a look. And from there we go. Perhaps they come back next year, and we show that we have still place for them.
Excellent.
We have still visions, and it will go ahead.
Yeah, wow. So, I mean, no live stream from Superbooth.
No, people should come this year.
You have to come.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been saying you gotta come. I mean, it is such an amazing place, and the weather, just everything is just perfect. So we've got a very exciting time. Sonic State, though, are definitely going to be the ones providing the content. They've got new rigs, as we were showing on Sonic Talk earlier.
Yes.
So it's going to be bags of content coming, loads of cool new things going to be shown. It looks
Sure.
classic Superbooth, I think.
Yeah, it's one of the best then, at least.
Well, Andreas,
We'll see.
I know you've got a million and one things to do. Everyone is arriving very soon.
Yeah, and I still have a few minutes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, anything that you've seen or heard about that you're excited about that you can let anyone know about?
Oh, the session stage and the
session
Bungalow
stage.
Dorf for the daily after show. And Oh, there's one exhibitor who signed up very late, who is right side in the Villa Kunterbund. And I heard that there could be a performance from the guy running this company. I don't want to say more about this before I know it definitely, but there could be a concert that is not in the program, as on the session stage. And who knows what else will happen. Best would be you be on the venue and you cruise around. And if we have news for those who are here, we will sign them in the entrance somewhere.
So, I mean, Superbooth is now, is it the fourth time at Fez? Or?
We started 2016, so it's 16, 17, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 7.
It's 7.
It's 7 years ago where we had the first real Superbooth in Berlin.
That was at the
funnily, I started the first trade show with several exhibitors in 2001, and then in 2007 I made the last one before in 2008. I did no real stand anymore, so that was 7 years of every year a real Superbooth from 2001 until 2007, and then for 7 years I didn't want to do it anymore, and that's what I found out now when we prepared this exhibition. And now it's again 7 years. So in the end, I don't know what's next year. That's why I have this exhibition explaining the history, because the younger guests, like you, the younger guests who entered the story just 2 or 3 years ago, they don't know about the past. And that's why I thought, okay, now I show you everything I have. And unpack these old pictures. And Penko luckily made it a big exhibition in the foyer, and he put all these pictures to the wall. And so it's a motivation to have stories about it.
Great. Well,
We'll see what we have in the end.
yeah, because I mean, Superbooth is, I keep going on and saying it, it's the greatest music technology event in the year, in the world.
You have to find it out yourself.
You have to come. Andreas, thank you so much.
Welcome.
So,
We see us at 10 in the morning.
yeah,
And
I'll
I
be
go
there.
for sparkling wine.
Yeah, enjoy. Thank you so much. So,
Next week.
wow. Wow. Herr Schneider, legend, wonderful man, and his energy and enthusiasm really is the soul of this event. So, totally thrilled to have him join us. Now, I've got another special guest about to come, and she's someone who's a great friend of mine, and someone who actually hails from the same city as me. I know many of you are fans of his as well. it's Mr. George Hearn. Yeah, George.
Oh, hey Gaz, how you doing?
There we go. Can I pass you that?
Yeah, you can.
Did you manage to get some rehearsal in?
I did actually. That's why I'm a little bit late. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
I literally
It's all
just
working
had
fine.
my headphones on, getting myself lost in in what I was doing basically,
Yeah.
and then I sprinted it over. Hence why bottle of water and a
Yeah.
little bead of sweat running down my brow.
So earlier on, talking on Sonic Talk, mentioned that you were going to be joining us, and also mentioned that you are also going to be performing properly in the auditorium. How about that?
Well, properly is maybe a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
I will be performing, whether it's properly or not, I don't know.
I mean, I think it's one of these things that's been wonderful during all of the kind of when we've been like learning about the Super 6. One of the things that's been thrilling has just been your musical escapades. So I think taking it to the big stage. Hang on, Tom, stick around. You can come on in next. A little hint there of who. So nothing new from Udio this year, but the desktop is still.
Yeah, it's still
brand
very,
new.
very modern. The paint is dry now
Right.
on the chassis.
Yeah.
We have got some new firmware. We've got some nice features. So in the performance,
yeah.
I got some cheeky little performance features which I'm going to be demoing. We've got an MPE set up in the booth, which is all working very nicely.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm actually looking forward to going next door to Harken and seeing if I can plug into a Continuum and play around with that as well while I'm here.
Lovely.
Yeah, so the performance, going to do... I have actually done performance here before in the auditorium in the same place, but I think it's fair to say I was completely winging it. Still winging it.
Yeah.
However, it's been a bit of a journey over the last few years.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully people can come and watch it. I'm quite looking forward to it.
Amazing. So the evolution then of the Super 6 is quite interesting. The last big firmware update really kind of brought a whole new slew of really useful functionality, but always, so it's great to hear that you're mentioning about MPE, because on the screen print there, it has always had that MPE thing, so that's something that's been waiting in the wings. Can you tell us a little bit about how the implementation of that has kind of, what the challenges of bringing an MPE compatibility in?
Well, it's all about trying to make it sound natural with something which is essentially not an acoustic modeling instrument. It's a synthesizer. Our synthesizer is a wavetable, sort of pseudo-subtractive synthesizer. Yeah. Trying to get all the responses work properly. And so if you imagine MIDI only has a finite resolution, it only has a finite frequency which it transmits things, you've got to make all the controls feel natural. How it responds has got to feel natural. So basically tweaking everything to actually sound right. So I've got the Rolly gear, my Linstrument's arriving, it's there already when I come back. And yeah, so it's a case now of basically testing with all the different controllers I can get my hands on and making sure it just sort of works out of the box. I mean, that's the key. Because there actually aren't many controllers, are there?
No,
really?
not
for
really.
MPE.
No.
It's still quite a new thing. So I've just got to make sure, of course, that everyone agrees on how they implement the various sort of dimensions of sensitivity.
So what, I'm sure most people know what MPE is. It's a multi-polyphonic expression, or
I think it's multi-dimensional
polyphonic expression. Yes.
Put quite simply, it basically allows you to send a note or a selection of notes per channel rather than have many notes on one channel, so that your bends and your sort of different motions of your finger, the aftertouch, the press and release velocity, which you'd get anyway, but particularly the pitch articulation and sort of the expression articulation is per note rather than per group of notes. So it allows you to really make things, I don't know, you can really articulate individual notes and make things sound a bit more organic rather than having just keys on and off, basically.
Yeah. So do you think we'll ever see a Super 6 with a poly aftertouch?
Yeah, well, obviously that's something. I guess it's going to be the new standard, isn't it?
Yeah, but actually, that's the module, though. I mean, that's what's really nice about the Super 6 being in module format.
Yeah.
Because then that will pair beautifully with the various, like the little instrument and the Super 6. That's going to be a really lovely combo.
Yeah, certainly. I do actually find, from playing around with all the MPE controls, poly aftertouch is actually extremely hard to master.
Yeah.
Because actually, articulating your individual fingers
it's really
with
hard.
individual pressure is really hard. It's actually easier to do sort of one hand or the other hand. What is much easier and much more natural is finger wiggling.
Right.
That sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
But actually kind of moving the notes themselves, that's actually a very kind of oddly natural expression, basically. And you find yourself adding vibrato. I find myself adding vibrato now on like fixed keyboards, and nothing happens. Surprisingly. But yeah.
So the performance then is tomorrow in the auditorium.
It's 5:30 in the
5:30.
auditorium. I'm just
Okay.
going to do 20-25 minutes of just a sort of sonic exploration, trying really to do the thing that I intended the instruments to be for. Because for many people, I think here, enthusiasts of all kinds, some people are lucky enough, like yourself, to be like professional performing, gigging musicians, etc. Many people, I think, just want to get lost in sound and to feel what it brings them, and to sort of go on a journey and realize, oh my God, where did time go?
Yeah.
And so really that's what a desktop, and I've got a keyboard, and I've got some nice new little performance features on the pedals, which I'll be demoing. I'm just going to go off on a little journey. I have got a loose structure about what I'm going to do, but it's to sort of kind of show people, this is what you can do. You can just plug these things in and off you go. And wouldn't it be a nice thing in our sort of like industrialized world that always focuses on the output of something? Oh, my mate's doing something. What does it lead to? Or what have you finished it? Have you made this? Or what did you make with those 6 hours you spent?
Yeah.
I want people to say like, nothing.
Nothing, you don't
Do
need
you
to.
know what? I
Yeah.
just had 6 hours undistracted.
Hallelujah.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
And I want us to be able to celebrate that.
I'm a huge proponent of that. I mean, I was talking about this to somebody earlier. You've been in my studio. You know how much equipment is in that room.
Yeah, you can't actually move that easily. 2 people is a squeeze, put it that way. It is an amazing place. The studio is an amazing place.
Oh yeah, but it's sort of like most of the work I do is on a computer, and really my hobby is the hardware. So the work, doing the box kind of thing.
Yeah.
And really, I just spent hours just making nonsense.
What a nice way. Music never hurt anybody.
Yes.
What a nice way to use creativity to solve the other problems in your life. Maybe your work is stressful.
Yeah.
Maybe you've got like difficulties with I don't know what it is, but music is a way of reforging pathways and fixing things, and it's like a kind of meditation and medicine for me. And
Beautiful
I think for
words.
lots of other people here. So I'm looking forward to a good few days of tinkering and playing and enjoying, really.
Oh, George. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
No, thank you.
I've got one more guest waiting here, so I'll need to, and then the stream, I'm going to be kind of bringing it to a close. The reasons being there's a party going on out there.
Oh yeah, there is a party.
Yeah.
I'm quite keen to. I think I'm a designated driver, so no beers for me tonight. But I still go and enjoy.
Yeah. Amazing. George, thanks so much.
No, thank you.
I hope the concert goes really well tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Amazing.
Cheers, Gaz.
Thanks so much. Woohoo! Hey. Gorgeous words from George there, as always. Wonderful. What a brilliant, amazing person we have in our community there. And speaking of amazing and important people in our community, I'd like to bring on our final guest for tonight, which is Mr. Tom Weiss of Synth Anatomy. Tom. With beer? With beer, yeah. Now, I'll pass you that. Tom.
Hello.
We first met NAMM, maybe?
Yeah. I think
5-6 years ago,
in
maybe?
the press corridor,
In
or the press area.
But then, a few years later, Tom was the man, really, who was instrumental in bringing all the people together for the Thomann Synth Reactor in 2019, which was an incredible experience. Everybody who went was just an amazing thing, and it's created these long friendships, and I'm ever so grateful for going. So thank you very much for that for a
You
start.
are the only person who is still talking all the day about the Syntractor.
All day, all
Yeah.
day.
Well, every time I see him, Syntractor was so amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great event, and
Oh,
I
it
hope it
was.
comes
Yeah.
one day back.
Yeah.
But, yeah. It's Toman's decision.
Yeah.
If you hear this, Toman, maybe we can make something in 2023.
2023, yes, definitely. I mean, like last year we had the Synths and Frequencies, was it?
Yeah.
Which was an online event only, which was fine, but really it's the kind of coming together, like we have here at Superbooth. I think it's the coming together is just so important. I think for just for this in this modern age, really. Anyway, less about this and more about Superbooth. You're here to cover Superbooth.
Just arrived, yeah.
Just arrived for Synth Anatomy. Now, one of the things that Synth Anatomy as a website does is always bring in the fastest and like any leaks, anything that slips out.
Even the developers are not happy.
Right. But so, what can you tell us? What is happening that you know about, or what leaks, or any little juicy things you can share with us?
I think tomorrow will come something that many people are waiting for, because we saw already many teasers and many buttons, and I think tomorrow we'll leave the NDA, it's called the press thing, and many modules. I think Superbooth is the event for Eurorack, and then comes keyboards and pedals and so on. The new Oberheim.
Yeah.
I'm already asking myself, what can I sell for my body?
Yeah. Those legs not that much. They don't look that great. I reckon you could do without them.
No. My hair, no, there are no hairs. Yeah, but I want it. But it's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
For my budget.
Yeah.
At least, yeah.
But really nice to have Oberheim back with a proper
Yeah.
premium instrument, though. I think it's. Is Tom Oberheim? Will he be here?
I don't think.
Don't think so.
But honestly, at 85 years,
yeah.
it's heavy to travel with all this mask and so on, and from US.
Yeah.
Dave is here.
Is he?
Yeah.
The great Dave Smith.
Mr. Midi.
He's here.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, is he in the building? Has he arrived?
No, but I know that Dave is coming.
Wow, amazing. What a lovely man. He's
Yeah.
a fantastic, wonderful soul. Superbooth then. I mean, you've come to many of the Superbooths, I guess.
Yeah, from the first one.
First
No,
one.
and then of course, a Musikmesse.
Right, from before.
Yeah,
When
and
the original...
It was a different vibe because it was in a big fair, a little booth, but still Superbooth had this special vibe. Here you find small developers, a community, and if you then saw the Musikmesse, it was pure business and it was pure marketing. We can get it now 100 units for this price. When you always get to the booths of Schneider's, the Superbooth, it was always a community. People know each other and so on. Yeah.
Hold the mic. The mic is roving. We got some background noise going on, so we're just...
People should know a bit about the noise here.
yeah. Okay, so I'm only here for tomorrow. I have to go on Friday, which is I'm so gutted.
No.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tomorrow. I'm gonna be like trying to get around as much of it as possible. But are you going to stick around for this evening for the event?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a social event happening here tonight, and that's something that is going to be a lot of fun. But I think now I've just hit the 7 o'clock mark. This is when I'm going to stop streaming. So thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you, Tom, as well for joining, and all the guests that we've had on the show. It's been a bumper crop of fantastic people. And remember, the Sonic State coverage is going to be coming thick and fast. I'm going to be hopefully shooting a few pieces with them tomorrow. And there's going to be live streams from Sonic State at the regular Sonic Talk time, which is 4 p.m. UK, 5 p.m. Central European time. And I've been going through this now. 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But yes, and I want to say a massive thank you to Superbooth as well for the organisers. I've got Tim from Superbooth. Tim, just come into the shot for me. Tim has been helping me construct our little TV studio.
Hi.
And helping out very much. So yeah, just quick.
Thank you for having me. Hope you all come in.
Yeah.
And not only watching the stream on your computer. It's a good experience. So
Yeah,
thanks for doing the stream and thanks for coming.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks, everybody. And thank you, everyone in the chat room. Thank you, Wagyu, for acting as moderator as well. And yeah, I might be able to do some live streaming tomorrow evening as well on my channel. I haven't decided yet, but I will maybe tweet about that if I do decide to do that. If I'm in any fit state to do that, in fact. But anyway, thanks, everyone. Thanks, Tom. And see you soon. Take care. Bye.